I'm in a musical group called Amane Music, where we make healing celestial music. That's a good way. It's named after my bird, a beautiful spirit that kind of capped off all of the sadness that I experienced in, like, all of it. Like, it was a lot. Like, 3 breakups at once. I don't know how it happened. It was crazy. But it happened. In 1 year. And they were all long-term relationships. It's like, wait, how did this happen? How did I end up, like, energetically connected to 3 different people? It's a long story. Anyways, Insight Timer. Amane Music. It was named after a beautiful little bird spirit who I named her because that name means sound of the heavens, and I valued her voice that much, and it was a big part of me stepping into my power. She encapsulated the ending of the year. I have this huge grief that I experienced for this bird that died, and it was kind of my fault, kind of divine intervention, kind of because my dog killed her, but it wasn't my dog's fault. And there was so much blame and guilt that came up, so much sadness, and it was all because I loved this little bird so much. I just loved her so much. And I still love her, and I really do believe at this point that she loves me, okay? I really do. She was so sweet. And it just, I guess it just closed that. It was like a healing sadness, you know? Like I'm still better off for her. I'm still better off for it. I'm still better off for it. And it really helped me to encapsulate that year in gratitude and just to really move on. Like, it was so beautiful. I'm so happy I got through that, because I almost didn't make it. I almost gave up. Like, a third of the way up the hill, I almost gave up. And then, like, half the way up the hill, I almost gave up again. And then 2/3 of the way, I was gonna be done. I was ready to be done. And I made it. It wasn't until I was within that 25%, like after I got through that last hurdle, that I started to really get into my, like, spirit of, like, if I'm gonna commit to this, then I need to commit to something that's worth living for. Something that's worth living for, because if it's not worth living for, I'm out. I really felt that way, and my teacher explained to me, Sensei explained, anytime you're thinking like that, you replace those thoughts with thoughts of how you're going to use that resilience to create the life that you want. That I want. To create the life that I want. It was basically, I was thinking to myself, I was in the car driving, and I had a thought that I had a lot about crashing. I had a lot. I'm that driver you gotta watch out for. Well, not anymore. I don't think that way anymore, because every time, once I decided to commit to this, every time I had that thought, I said, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be free. If it's worth dying for, then it's worth choosing. You know what I mean? It's like I would die for it, but I wouldn't work for it. Like, I'm gonna work for it. That's like, it was just like, if you're gonna live, then you're gonna live to create that. And that is why I'm doing this. Because I love that shit.